Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today we're just going to draw and chat and hang out. So grab a sketchbook, grab some supplies, grab a medium, grab a surface. Let's get started. I was a little slapdash with my art yesterday, and in doing this really fun sparkle background, I got some on the next page, and I'm going to lean into it. It's just weird enough. I kind of like it. Yeah, I don't know what to say, except I think I want to add some gold. So here's a gold pilot pen. And initially I was going to take this and add some collage elements and then draw over the collage elements. And I realized, in my infinite wisdom, I don't have anything to collage. So I don't have any magazines or junk mail or anything to cut up. I have a shred pile, but that should be shredded and not placed into a planner for all time. So I'm going to have to collect some elements, and then if you want to hang out while I try and figure out a collage at some point in my life, we can do that. But I'm just going to do a portrait today, and we're just going to make it crazy and chaotic. And I hope that's okay with you. I might turn the lights off. Okay, that looks a little better. Ooh, and I'm in the dark. Oh, it's going to be fun in the dark. Okay. We'll keep it spicy. Alright, so how are you doing? Do you have July plans? Are you doing a drawing challenge? I've been trying to cull and put those together, the list of drawing challenges for July, and I'm having a heck of a time. And I don't know if folks are taking a break. See, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm in the United States. So July is kind of, you know, it's summertime. It's our non-rainy month. It's our windy month, but it's our non-rainy month. So a lot of folks are out of school or taking vacations. I apologize for all the external noise, but I record on Saturdays. It's Saturday. Folks are out and about. It's going to be loud. Anyway, I was just in a mood for metallics. We're just leaning into all the metallic stuff. And if you're feeling it, then grab your metallic things. If you don't have metallic things, they're a nice little addition. Kind of fun, kind of sparkly. Anyway, we have an eyeball here. I always feel like an illustration comes together once you have an eye placed. Kind of gives you a point of reference. But it looks way better on the camera without my lamps. But I gotta tell you, in person, it's challenging. Maybe if I cock my head at an angle, I can see it better. Okay. Anyway, this is gonna be fun. So, solutions about my book. What I'm gonna do, because I still haven't cut my roll of paper up yet, and I need to do that because it needs to be flattened, and that's gonna take months and months and months, and maybe a year to flatten some of those pages. I need to still do that. It's on my to-do list. Again, in September, the end of September, I will do a bullet journal update. You can see how bullet journaling has been going with the new style and techniques I'm doing. I've kind of tweaked some things to make it more applicable for myself, as one should, for success. But, yeah. It's on my to-do list, and I haven't done it, so I need to. So I think I'm just going to do a little zine instead of a book, and then find a printer and have it sort of saddle stitched and throw it up on my Etsy shop when I get there, if folks are interested in what I have done. But I need to get on with those illustrations, and I gotta say, June was such a wild month. And I'm so glad June is over. I can't even tell you how glad I am that June is... We're done with June. We don't ever have to do June again. So, moving on to bigger and better things like July. Which, you know, I'd love to take my sketchbook to the beach when we go to the beach and draw and doodle, but I'm going to be 100% with you. Drawing on the beach it's very, very difficult. Fantasy me and reality me. It's one of those situations. So fantasy me sees me with a sketchbook sitting on a log, watching my kids collect seashells and build sandcastles, while our doggo runs around with my husband, laughing and giggling, playing in the surf. Like that's it. The reality is, every time I've brought a sketchbook or my sketchbook to the beach, it's not even... I make sure I check the winds before we go, because getting sandblasted isn't fun. But you get sand everywhere, like the sand anyway, and I can't keep it out of stuff, and it gets in the sketchbook and it gets in the pens, and it's not an enjoyable experience. And I see those images of folks with easels and they're painting like beautiful beach scenes as they look at the beach, and I kind of want to like have my toes in the sand because I'm a little bit tactile. But I've never been able to make it work. So you have to be really far up off the sand with an easel to make anything at the beach a success. I do not have an easel. I do not work vertically like that. I'm very much a horizontal gal when I am drawing and creating. So I don't even know how to account for drips. Besides, I am more like watercolor than I am acrylic. And I've never oil painted in my life. And while it'd be fun to try it, I'm not gonna buy a whole set of stuff just to try it once. So if I meet somebody that has a set of stuff and they'd let me try it, that would be fun, but I'll probably never do that in my lifetime, which is a weird thing to say about art. Like realistically, there's a ton of different art things I will never get to. And we know there's only so many hours in the day. And I wish I had more of them. So, there's my stomach making noise and growling. Alright, we kind of have a face coming to terms here. Oh, weekend. Okay. We've been building fences, so that's been quite the activity. Now, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the hair. Let me see. I sort of zoomed in, but then it's cropped off, and I want to indicate a shoulder with the hair. I can narrate my stylistic drawing choices here. Anyway, that's where I'm at with many things. I've also been really, really wanting to do a full sketchbook of pastel portraits. That's been on my mind a lot, and I just can't justify opening up a new sketchbook and starting that when a lot of days just getting this one illustration done is a lot, and I still haven't done any book illustrations. So I'm going to have to figure out how to manage my time better, and hopefully I will come up with a solution to appease all the different things I've been itching to do. I need to make this solid gold. In case you're wondering, what is she doing? I'm scribbling. It's a lot of fun. Okay. And I could strategically splash on more blue watercolor, but I don't think I will. I'll just kind of leave it kind of as unique as it is. It's the Bob Ross happy accident. You know? There are no mistakes. That's where I'm at. It is a warm day in July. Warm for us. The humidity is real high. And I need to finish housework, yard work. All the work, folks. I need to finish all the work. 2 more days and we hit half the year. July 1st. Is there an art medium you've never done and have always wanted to try? I find that like sometimes looking at prices at stuff for art supplies really puts a paywall on some levels of creativity and creating and exploration. And it's kind of frustrating because if you were on a limited budget or limited income or whatever your situation, it's really hard to dabble in certain things sometimes and really fully explore if you don't have the bankroll for it. My old college that I graduated from forever and a lifetime ago had a lending library where design students and art students could go and they could borrow supplies. If you needed a staple gun or spray glitter or alcohol markers. It was mostly just Prismacolor alcohol markers, but there was a huge tub you could borrow and they'd check it out to you, and when you're done you just hand it right back and you can use all that stuff. There were rulers and architectural supplies and industrial design supplies and tools and things, picture framing supplies. It was very, very cool. We need to bring that idea back. We need to help folks. I'm trying to denote a sleeve, and I might have too many hairs for this one to stand out. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to stipple and blend it out a little bit. Anyway. I worked on a retirement project for one of the professors. It was his retirement party, and I was helping put things together because I could. And the amount of spray glue and gallons of glitter, we were making these huge masquerade masks. It was a masquerade ball for his retirement party. Art teachers and design teachers do it best. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They just do it the best. And we had cut these huge masquerade masks out of sheets of cardboard that were probably 6 to 9 feet long and 5 feet wide. I had gallons of glitter. I had so much glitter. It was everywhere. I took it home with me. My husband was my boyfriend back then, and we had glitter. Our old cat had glitter. I felt like a fine glitter specialist. I did it for hours. I made these masks for hours with spray glue and just gallons of glitter. It was a lot of fun. Oh gosh. I did some weird stuff in college. I took history of chairs. I have so many bizarre college stories. The only class I didn't like, and it was a drawing class, it was kind of an intro to architecture. I took it as a summer school class over the summer, so it was condensed and intense, and I'm really glad I did it that way. I would not have survived a whole quarter of it. It was very much a T-square ruler situation. The structure and the precision is not my jam. We had to design a table. My poor teacher. We had to design a table
and break it all down mathematically and all the stuff on the vellum with the, we use fine liners over pencil to finalize all the projects. It was microns and stuff. Anyway, I designed a table that was a banana because because I could. I don't have any of that stuff. The problem I ran into with some of the projects I did, because I'm me and I guess I don't compromise that no matter what class I'm in, is that the teachers kept my stuff because it was so weird, like such weird examples. So I don't really have any of my projects. They all just kind of kept it. So I don't have my banana table, but just know that I did a banana, and I didn't get the best grade on it. I'm going to be for real. My math is not, it's not there. But the example of uniqueness was apparently, so she kept it. Oh, I did not like that class. Oh, I wasn't the only one. There were tons of people that went into that class thinking, yeah, architecture, you get to draw, you get to do things, it's a good job, it's good employment, it's still creative, it's all these things that's, you know, that appeal to a lot of artists and creators. No, the people that fell in love with it were more like math and science inclined, that really liked the numbers, that liked that precision, the engineers of it all. Those were the folks that really enjoyed that class. It broke. That class broke a lot of artists. We all groaned at the same time for the layout of every project and assignment. Yeah, this was a very difficult class. So, college. Oh, college. I don't even know if they have some of that stuff anymore. It's been almost 20 years. So, they could have changed how they do some of that stuff. But I really liked the lending library. I thought that was a really generous thing. And then when I was done with stuff, when I graduated and I had supplies I was not keeping, I donated it to the lending library for the next students because I used that lending library and I was so appreciative of it. Oh my goodness. There was no way I was buying packs and packs of Prismacolor alcohol markers for just one class when I'm not an alcohol marker person. Not really. The smell is a lot. Okay, so here's kind of my portrait. We get that's a sleeve, kind of. It's a lady. I kind of want it deconstructed and falling apart. Sort of. Maybe we get that semblance of that. I don't know. I really like gold. I've been feeling the gold all year long. And I ran out of copper. So I've been doing a mixture of gold watercolor with burnt sienna. That makes a really nice copper. And if you want that a little bit more bronzy, add some black. And if you want it more brassy, add a dark green. If you're into watercolor and making different metallics. But this is just a ramble. Welcome to the ramble video. Where my illustrations are as scribbly and slapdash as I am. That's alright. We're embracing the mess. Just going with it. Anyway, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. If you want to hear about something, or you want me to do a tutorial, like a fun watercolor tutorial, next week we can do something like that. We can do some interesting watercolor mixes, make some fun things. I can show you some of my recipes of what I like to mix to make certain stuff. We can do that. That's always a fun, like, cheat sheet to have on hand. An artist's favorite color mixes that they really enjoy putting together. All right. I hope your weekend is absolutely wonderful. I hope your week is just amazing, and I will talk to you later. Bye.